From near death to overcoming near impossible odds, a Burlington teenager is on the road to recovery. 17-year-old Andrew Hartle was paralyzed after he hit his head while swimming in Puerto Rico.
Since the accident back in September, he's worked to get stronger every day and is now able to move both his arms. WFMY News 2's Tahisha Moyes learned he might be coming home soon.
That's right. If all goes according to plan, Andrew will be home sometime next month. And although he's been in the hospital, he's kept up with his schoolwork. He says he's looking forward to graduating with his class from the Burlington school this spring. If you asked 17-year-old Andrew Hartle how he'd be spending the bulk of his senior year, in the hospital wouldn't make the list. But that's life now as he recovers in Atlanta from a traumatic spine injury. He's paralyzed from the chest down due to a September diving accident in Puerto Rico.
For a month, I was on a feeding tube and breathing on a vent. I went a month without eating, without breathing, and that was just probably the lowest point I've been at in my life.
Though difficult, the Burlington teen has made significant progress.
I've got almost everything in my arms except for my triceps. My wrists and my right's working really well. I don't quite have it yet in my left.
He also no longer needs feeding or breathing tubes. Through the 3 hospital transfers, multiple surgeries, and the sometimes grueling physical therapy, Andrew kept his spirits up, never losing the positivity he's known for.
It's just going to continue to get better. You know, I'm going to be even stronger. I'm going to be hopefully getting more sensation and more function out of my body.
Andrew says he wouldn't have made it this far without his family.
For watching Andrew's hard work and being here just to witness the strength that he has both mentally and physically, it's been amazing.
And also encouragement from both friends and strangers.
The donations they've made, buying the shirts, buying the bracelets, it's been just incredibly generous, and I'm very, very thankful for all of that.
Now, Andrew has big plans for his future. He wants to study journalism at either UNC Chapel Hill or Elon.